Breathe real low in your belly. Squeeze your glute and Kegel. Yep, let it all go. Good. We're going to do it again. This time easy with your glute and Kegel. Yes, nothing more than 5%. Let it all go. Got to have a little finesse with that. If you go more than 10 to 15, you start to contract and co-contract your hip flexor. Your hip flexor is the actual problem. Are you digging it out?
Yeah, I'm stretching it more.
But remember, digging is more important than stretching.
Really?
Imagine this is your muscle, striations everywhere, right? And I twisted it, right? That's scar tissue within your muscle. If you go and start stretching, you're tearing and stretching around the knot. When you deep tissue, just like kneading out knots in dough, you're releasing the tension within the knot or the scar tissue. It releases the fibers of the tissue. And then when you stretch it, you're actually re-educating and stretching the scar tissue, not just where the healthy tissue inserts into the scar tissue, creating other micro tears. Slowly you'll get through it because you're creating and elongating it slowly, but you're causing a lot of damage and it slows up the process. So always think deep tissue, just like when you come in here. The majority of the time I'm working on your muscles.
Is that a hypervolt work good, or you like the roller better?
I like the spiky roller better because it gets everything. It's doing the rumble roller is the spikes is giving me the acupressure or the acupuncture. The spikes is giving me the deep tissue. And then it's also, because it's releasing so much of my muscles, it's adjusting, it's allowing my vertebra to relax and adjust everything too. So to me, the rumble roller is the only way to go. And it's my chiropractor, acupuncturist, and massage therapy in one. Now, but for 18 years, I get on a rumble roller between 5 and 6 days a week. Every time I get on it, I have to adjust my spine. It manipulates in like 10 to 15 places every single time. So that's what kind of proved to me over the years, like it's not about maintaining a perfect spinal alignment. That's impossible. You're never built to do that. It's just who's going out there and trying to correct it. It's that goes along that mentality of who gets to keep their health at the end are those that were working on it the whole way through. Make these little habits and these rules. I know you work out really early.
I do, yeah.
But I don't want you working out if you're working out muscles that are already flexed. The purpose of working out is to flex a muscle, right? I don't want to send a bunch of blood and overflex an already overused flexed muscle. And honestly, I will not work out until I've rolled out the tissue. Because then what's the whole point? I'm training in poor muscle habits, poor muscle firing patterns. If the muscle isn't relaxed and it's not working properly, then I'm training it in the wrong firing pattern. That is an injury every time. We got sat so much and our hip flexors and the outside quads got so strong because they were held flexed for so long, right? Crossing your ankles, crossing your knees, that's a bad habit. So the lower cross is where your hip flexors has made a connection to the anterior chain of your pelvis. You sat and held this flexed. It was in a contracted state. Well, that constant contracted state made your cerebellum, the ones that controls all your motor tone, it made it lock in. Now it thinks it has to constantly work because you constantly held it flexed. That's what's happening. Lower cross syndrome, this gets too tight. It makes this too weak. And then the compensation occurs here on the external rotators on the same side, and it crosses over to the opposite QL on this side, the paraspinal muscle on the opposite side. It crosses over because of the hip flexor here. Most people don't know. This and this will not release until you release this first. This was the cause. These were the compensators. Why would your compensators release until you release the cause? See why deep tissue is a necessity here for you? Even on the days you don't do legs, because look what it involves. It involves your back. That's why I'm trying to tell you, you brush your teeth twice a day. See why you should roll out at least once a day on your spine? Because gravity doesn't care. It's not taking a day off on you. Breathe easy. Oh, yeah. Good job. Not too aggressive.
Right.
Look your head up for me. Let your chin, like you're looking up at the door. Let your chin rest on the table. Yes. Good. Yep. Breathe. Oh, yeah. Loosen. Let go. Good. A little bit on that one. We're going to do a leg pull, so hold on to that arm rail. Perfect. Loosen, loosen. Dude, you got tree trunks for legs, brother. You got to roll these things out, man, right? That's where your strength is. Easy, easy. Good. 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 Stay there. Breathe. Well, loosen. Yep. Ah, it's so good. You good?
Yeah.
Relax. Breathe. Well, loosen. Oh, slipped on you. Sorry about that. You okay?
Yeah, I remember that one last week.
That was a lot. It didn't move like that last week for sure. Breathe in your belly and then lock it all in and then squeeze the glute and go to your back. Don't lose the air. Use your air to turn. Good. Keep going. Keep going. Good. Now lightly Kegel and feel your butt and then let go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. A lot better, brother. So much better. That's it. That's it right there. That needs the roller every day. Every day. Breathe easy in your belly. And let it all out. Breathe. All out. Good. One more time. And listen up. Other side, big guy. Come on over. You'll ice good tonight, right? Ice that hip spot I found right there. Well, you see what it is? Once you get the tension out of here, you're going to have the play off your hip. Expect your hip and low back to hurt until the tension is not found here, but instead found in your glute max. It was never born to be here. It was born to be there. And until it's flipped, you'll always have that issue. Breathe. Let it out. I got you.
Oh, God.
Wow. Wow. On your back. Breathe and squeeze. Breathe. And start rocking your pelvis for me. Like doing your tilts, like you're kind of tilting front and back. Yep. That was going to feel a lot better. Think about how much of misalignment that was. That was your SI joint and 3 of your lumbar vertebra, man. Like, yeah, you heard it. I felt it. I heard it.
That side wasn't.
Remember, this is your muscular side. That's your compensation side, right? We released your muscle side. Your compensation side can now let go. So it's with that with joints and it's with that with muscles. You cannot improve until you start to correct the cause. So we're not big dumb animals. I'm not going to just let it live in there rent free. I'm going to wake up every day. I'm going to dig it out. I'm going to stretch it out. And I'm going to put an ice pack when I go to bed with it every single night. And then wash and repeats. You got it. Now that we know what it is. We've always known it was your hip flexor. We already got most of your neck adjustment. I'm just going to check your atlas. Let it fall. Good. Wow, dude. This is great. I wasn't expecting it, Timmy. Let it fall. Good. I got you. Yeah, right there. I got it. Yeah. Perfect. You get a gold star today. Breathe. Squeeze. Good. All right. Work on that glute. You know it's the hip flexor. Get the glute strong. Break down the hip flexor. That's right. Thanks, brother.
Appreciate it.
No, absolutely. Thanks for letting me